You know, it really helped when you start that counting if your phone wasn't set. Okay, get us into this episode.
Hey! Well, all right. Welcome back to another episode of Repressed Humor Issues. I am Countless Werthers, melted in my pocket, better known as Ryan.
I'm Robin Banks, how to get rich quick, also known as Dan.
Kind of wish it said how to get rich quack. Like you were like insulting somebody with your name. How to get rich quick, or how to get rich quack. I messed
God,
it.
can we start over?
Nope.
Nope. Damn it for the no edits on this show.
Oh, I know. Why do we walk ourselves into that stupid thing?
Ruin everything, Ryan.
It's possible.
Okay. Well, what are we going to start with today, Ryan?
I think we have a big event coming up this next. Oh, wait, is it this week?
It's this week.
Oh, I thought.
Yes. Lauren Boebert is going to lose her seat in the House of Representatives this week.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to talk about.
Oh, yeah, there's the debate, too, but who really cares about that? Bobo the Clown is going to get knocked out of Congress. The vote is tonight.
What, tonight?
On the primary, yeah.
Feel like
She's going to get primaried. She's out of House of Representatives come next election.
What time?
It's Colorado, so I'm guessing
Oh.
we'll start seeing results in the next hour, realizing that we're taping this ahead of when it's actually released. So, yes, let's do this properly. Yay, Lauren Boebert lost. Damn. Lauren Boebert won. There, we've covered both sides of it.
Oh, it's so confusing.
Just in case.
No, just woo. Like, we just woo. Sorry, I don't know anyone that likes her.
She was 17 points behind in the last poll to her nearest competitor. She's done. Thank you, Bobo the Clown is done. Bobo the Clown number 2, the orange painted one, will be on stage apparently on Thursday, though.
I actually will watch this. I don't usually love watching them because I think this early on they don't mean jack or shit. But I just have to see how unhinged and derailed that he goes.
So what I want to do is set up a drinking game that every time that Biden says the word shark or battery, we have to take a shot.
Biden?
Biden, yes. Because he's going to trigger Trump with that. Or if he talks about windmill cancer, if he talks about raking forests, I think there should, if Biden does, because Trump's going to say it. It's no fun drinking when Trump says it. It's if Biden tries to provoke him.
But what's funny is that if Trump says something, like what would we drink for that would be unexpected from Trump?
Ooh, that's a good question. What could Trump actually say? Now realize the only way that we could play that is it has to be the far extreme of normalcy or the farthest extreme from it.
Maybe it has to be something that actually makes sense that we agree with.
Every single time he says something that Hitler has also said, we have to drink.
But what if he actually says something that we're like, oh, all right, damn it.
They actually, Jimmy Kimmel did this, I don't know how long ago, but Reese Witherspoon had done some sort of graduation speech in a movie, and they listened, and essentially Trump did the exact same speech, just changed a couple of words. So I want to see if he'll do something from the Nuremberg rallies. That would be a win for me. I realize I don't drink alcohol, so
I was going to say
whatever. But the point is still, if Biden says one of those trigger words that are the unhinged stuff, I don't care what context he says it in. You know, I just want to hear him say battery and shark and see what Trump does. But if Trump says anything that can be tied back to the Nuremberg rallies, I claim a win.
I also think that you mispronounce Reese Witherspoon.
How did I say her name?
Because I only know her as Reese without her spoon. Anyway.
Okay, I apologize to everybody that had to hear that. Ryan must be under the influence of his Thai herbs again and thinks he's funny. We all know he's not. Just please put up with it while we get to the funny part of the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
Speaking of the funny part of the show,
yeah. We are introducing well, I don't even know how many weeks this is going to last, but Squirt Games.
celebrity squirt games.
Ooh, funny little tidbit about this already. So, for every episode, we generate an AI image to go with the tile for Apple or Spotify, and the AI has significant issue, and I almost got banned for using the phrase "squirt games." So I found a way around it. For some reason, which I think this is worse, gush games.
Ooh. No,
That
we will keep calling this squirt games because that's bad enough as it is.
but AI liked gush games over squirt games.
I don't want to know what the tile it came up with for that is, but you
Uh,
might all see it by the time you're
I'm
actually
gonna
listening to this
I
episode.
will say, I normally usually just pick one, but I'm gonna need your help on this one because it generated some doozies.
Okay. Well, so here's the thing. Everybody probably remembers we did Celebrity Cage Match last year, last season. It's
Yeah.
not been a year yet. And that was, we pitted 32 celebrities that we thought we could beat up in a street fight against each other in a round robin single elimination. And so that wasn't good enough for us. So what we've done this year, or this season, I keep calling it a year. What we've done this season is each of us has picked 25 celebrities, and we are going to play them in a, we're trying not to get sued, but I'm going to mention it this one time, in a Squirt Games fashion in 6 rounds of elimination. So if you've watched the Netflix series that happens to have a name that I mentioned once that we won't mention again, you're going to know that in order, the games we are going to play, and this is going to take several episodes to be able to do, we're going to play red light, green light first.
Yes.
Then we're going to play honeycomb.
Yep.
Then we're going to play tug of war.
Yes.
Then we're going to play marbles.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to play hopscotch.
Ooh.
Then we're going to play Squid Game, the real game. Okay. Now we've each selected 25. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep them in teams, and I'm going to put this up on the website where you can pick the final winner.
Yes. We'd
And
love to have your feedback on who you think out of this list of 50 is going to make it through to be that one winner at the very end.
and whoever wins, whoever picks the right winner, we will do something special for. We can't promise what it's going to be yet because we have no budget for this, but we're going to figure it out. We will do something to both reward and embarrass
I don't know. Temu offers some really good financing options.
you. Yes, there is that. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to announce the contestants today, the celebrities that are going to be part of Celebrity Squid Games. Then what we're going to do is we're going to post this on the website so
Squirt
you can
games.
pick Squirt Games. Sorry, so you can pick your final winner, and then we will start the same way we did with Celebrity Cage Match. We will start a separate series where we will go through these 6 rounds.
Now, what was our premise for picking them this time?
Oh God, I don't remember. We just talked about this and I've already forgotten. I hope you remember.
I do. I do. It's technically it started off as
Yes.
people we want to see fail.
Yes.
And we went back and forth on can we do characters? We finally settled on no, they have to be real. They have to be actual people. So we're doing 50. I haven't double checked your list. I believe all of mine are still living. I think all of yours are.
Yes.
Mm,
As of the last time I checked several hours ago. But
same. Yeah, I had
yeah.
to think about that. But yeah, there's one that I don't know about because he's not in the news, but we'll go over that.
Yeah,
Uh
there's another one on yours that she's fairly old. I don't know what her status is at this point. So. But yeah, tell them what we decided, the deciding factor for how we chose these people.
what do you mean? Didn't I just do that?
No, but you didn't tell the end piece. These are the people that if PETA said they were
Oh,
raiding a animal testing laboratory, we would recommend these people replace the animals.
yes, yes. Oh, damn it.
Yes.
That
So, PETA, if you're listening, you can start rounding up these people at any point.
please, no one's
Just
going to complain.
we're not lifting a finger to save them. We'll help you get the animals out. We'll help you get these people in.
Yep,
Okay, that's how much we care about these individuals.
I'm willing to
So,
do that.
so what we're going to do is we're going to introduce everybody, and we're going to start with Ryan's team.
Okay, so I'm just going to start from the top. I used to love this guy growing up. Now I can't stand him. Steven Seagal,
The Russian agent.
the Russian agent.
Yes. There's no redeeming factors in Steven Seagal anymore. He went so ultra right, it's not even funny. And didn't he accept citizenship from Russia directly from Putin?
Yeah, I thought so. I mean,
Yeah,
he doesn't make any Does he still make movies? I haven't looked into him.
they're all in Russian.
God, they're probably still just as bad as his U.S. ones.
Yeah, yeah. He was well beyond his times before he quit. And there's, Kevin Sorbo's like this, and Scott Baio's like this, and all
Yeah.
those guys.
Kevin,
But
they do all kind of fall into the same little pocket of like sea level celebrity, I guess.
yeah, they're more like D level, done. But I just realized that my list could have been much longer with two of the names that I just threw out there. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn, those are good names.
yeah. Anyways,
But
keep going, Ryan. Who
uh,
else?
this one I actually grappled with a bit because I don't despise him, but I don't ever like him. Uh, but Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
It's just like I'm conflicted because it's like I like movies like Good Will Hunting, but there's just something about his demeanor in life, how he talks to people. He just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he does one of my favorite trilogies that turned into a four-part series in the Bourne series. And
I
then
do
there's
like
the Jeremy Renner abomination that's in the middle of that.
that. Doesn't count. That doesn't count at all.
But yeah, personally, he just seems like the dimmest bulb.
Yeah, and I mean, this next person goes hand in hand. Not at all.
That
Kim.
was the worst segue ever.
Yeah, well, easier than writing one. Kim Jong Un.
Yes, and when I read that, I realized this could have gone a completely different direction for my list, but I wasn't redoing my list at this point. So yeah, Kim Jong Un. I don't think we have to say much about. If there's anybody that likes him, even in his own country, I'd be shocked.
Well, we're gonna get
Vlad.
to we're gonna get to somebody that does like him on my list.
Oh yeah, that's true.
My next,
Speaking of somebody else that nobody likes,
Mike Lindell,
yes,
Mr. Pillow.
yes, and I believe the reason that his pillow company went bankrupt is because all the stuffing they pulled out of his head that went into those horrible pillows is gone.
I
It's all
mean,
just filled with cocaine or whatever else he's doing this
he made a considerable amount of money and
with. And
risked
lost
it
it all.
all. Like, well, he also went from nothing to something to nothing again.
He went from a crack addict to a pillow magnet to a selling. It's based out of Minnesota. He had to sell off his warehouses. He's done.
Well, I didn't know he was Minnesota based. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, makes it even worse.
Okay. So next
Then
one.
the follow up to Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is a dick. He's a
Eh,
he. I was thinking about this. I was like, he might be worse than Will Smith, but not quite. Uh, just nothing about him excites me.
my big issue with him is he took the Batman series that was on the rise and made Christopher Nolan say, "Fuck no, I don't want to do this." I'm kidding. Christopher Nolan was already done before.
I was like, I don't
Affleck.
think he was going to do anymore.
Yeah, but they should have realized they shouldn't do any more of these. And then they put Robert Pattinson in it. And,
Which one's better?
uh,
If you had to pick.
Robin Pattinson was really dark in that movie. It's a hard watch, but it's a better watch than the Batfleck.
Yeah, I think so too. Now on to Kim Jong Un's friend, Dennis Rodman.
I You were saying something about him potentially having pink hair when he got there, I believe.
Oh, damn it! That would have been good for the AI generator.
Yes.
That's kind of didn't think about that, but it's he's somebody I grew up with, like wanting to give respect to, and I think he has an interesting life story. You're cozying up to a dictator, like fuck off.
Yeah, but that's 30% of this country at this point is sucking up to a wannabe dictator. We'll get to that later. Let's keep going.
All right, Jim Cramer, Mad Money Jim Cramer.
Yeah, I don't know how he's still on TV.
I don't either. He annoys the piss out of me.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's some hardcore Kramerites that can explain this to me, but he just seems like a talentless, angry man,
Yeah, and
which is half this list.
and full of gimmicks, like the radio DJ gimmicks live on TV.
Yeah, yeah. Howard Stern has fewer gimmicks than he does.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Next one is an obvious one for me, at least. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah.
Like, go goop it off somewhere else. Like, fuck off.
Poop it off somewhere else. That should be our new slogan.
Goop it off somewhere else.
Oh God. I'm really scared of the next one that you have here, though. I
Ugh.
wish I would have thought of it, but I'm really scared of the next one you have.
So it's JoJo Siwa, and sh- she has only recently come back into the limelight, if you will, unfortunately. I mean, it pisses me off as a gay man, but her sitting there saying she invented gay pop.
Uh,
You know how many people came before? Fuck off and shut. There's no way she's hitting those notes. Also, by the way, folks, no way in hell. If she's got that sandpaper gravel voice, she's not hitting those notes. Anyway,
uh, you sound a little bitter there. There's
ugh,
more.
yeah. Well, it's the next guy. Irks me as much. Man, I hate my list. Jake Paul.
PETA, PETA,
Jake
are
Paul.
you listening?
Yeah, Jake Paul's the next one. Like, take him away. I don't need him. No one needs him.
I can't wait for Mike Tyson to throw that
Uh,
first right bomb at him.
they postponed the fight.
Yeah, because Mike Tyson had a medical event on an airplane.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He had like stomach ulcer issues or something like
Yeah.
that.
So, but I've also seen Mike Tyson training,
It's
uh,
insane. It's insane.
and I think that Jake Paul, knowing that he's more of a grappler, is going to have some problems with Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson, that right, that combination right left that he can throw, he is going to destroy that boy,
Oh yeah.
and I am all for it.
Yep. It might be a pay per view I actually pay for.
Yeah.
Uh, Probably not. Next one is I know this could be kind of polarizing for some, but Owen Wilson.
Yeah, it would be polarizing if Owen Wilson could do anything besides stare off into space and wonder where his career went.
Wow.
When was the last film you saw Owen Wilson in?
Whoa, he was in some Wes Anderson film recently.
Oh, see, I don't watch Wes Anderson stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's the
that's low
only
budget crap, right?
total. Yeah, but it was actually really good. But it's the only thing I like Owen Wilson in, kind of, because it's a small role and he's never the main character.
And so, what was the last good Owen Wilson movie you saw?
I don't know because thought I liked Wedding Crashers as an example.
That
Was
annoys me to all hell.
Yeah, yeah. Watching it again, I was like, this did not hold up well at all.
Yeah, there was that one where he was a military guy that was training those kids.
No,
That I liked it for just the lack of comedic value that it actually had. Uh,
that's a
because
thing.
he's washing naked out on the beach because he's homeless, and he goes and gets money from Lisa Lampanelli and all that sort of stuff.
Oh
It,
my
it, it
god, I
had
forgot about that.
Yeah, it had some bits in it, but Sergeant Bilko is still the better bad military person.
No, no, no. Major Pain.
Oh, if he's still in there, he ain't happy. Yep. Okay, who's next?
Sorry. So glad you knew that reference. The Chin.
Yeah, so you've brought this person in twice now because he was in celebrity cage matches a
Yeah,
lot.
you have a repeat as well. But Jay Leno. Fuck him. Don't
Just
like
okay,
him.
that's it. That's it. Done.
Done.
No, no more comment needed. I saw a documentary on HBO just before this on Robin Williams, and it showed Jay Leno when Jay Leno was in his 30s, and it's a weird look.
It was just like today's look, but with black hair.
No, you'd have to watch it. It's not possible to just explain it that easily.
All right. My next, Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, is this because you want to punk him, or is this because of, dude, where's my car, or what's this for?
I think it's the cryptocurrency Ashton Kutcher trying to give financial advice to people that has really turned me off. Like, just stop. Stop. Go back to
Just
Iowa and
how many
stop.
people have told us that? Just stop.
None.
Don't, please don't count. Please don't count.
This one hit the news today. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but Julian Assange.
Yes, who is on his way to Saipan.
Yeah, Saipan. Thank you. I couldn't remember the fucking name.
Yep.
Um, yeah, I, that's that's
Uh,
it.
honestly, I thought about it after we talked about it, and I'm wondering what the chances are that he makes it to Australia, and then SEAL Team 6 flies in, and that's the end of Julian Assange.
I wouldn't be surprised if Australia did something.
Yeah. So I think he's going to have to have a big security detail for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't
ne-
don't go stand out in any open areas.
or do. Um, next one we've actually already mentioned in the show, Ms. Lauren Boebert.
Bobo the clown. Yes.
So I think we've belabored her enough.
Can we just say the word Beetlejuice once?
Beetlejuice.
Well, now we've said it twice. We can move on. Speaking of horrible people,
Alex fucking Jones. What a
yes,
piece of garbage. I hate that he lives in Austin, Texas.
with the Rittenhouse crying, I mean,
But now I saw that they're gonna shut down InfoWars officially.
yeah, they're liquidating it. So they'll sell off the parts and pieces of it, and all he's going to do is start Infowars 2. I
Yeah,
mean, somebody will pay for him to start up, and he'll just do the exact same thing, and they'll have to shut him down again.
I can't wait. Next one. This could also be polarizing. He's kind of ebbed and flowed in his career a little bit. Maybe peak at Love Actually, and then drove downward, and is maybe coming back up now. Hugh Grant.
Yeah, so the only redeeming factor I've ever seen in Hugh Grant is he's in the best fight scene of any movie anywhere.
What fight scene?
Bridget Jones' Diary 2. The real man fight.
Oh.
The fight the way that real men fight. Not those
Oh.
throwing ball haymakers and punching the crap out of people. No, just, grappling on and that sort of stuff. That was him and Colin Firth in
Firth,
that
yeah.
fight. That was a real man fight right there. They might as well have started scratching each other.
Now the one that will scratch you for sure, Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, see, I'm ambivalent to him.
I
I really
am too on some level, but I never understood why he is like as popular and famous as he is. He adds no value to any American Idol. I know he has his own little talk show and podcast or both. I don't know.
he does the ball drop still too, doesn't he?
Isn't
In
that
New York on New Year's Eve.
isn't that Dick Clark?
Dick Clark's been dead for years.
Yeah, yeah. Weekend at Bernie's him. It's fine.
Uh, I'm pretty sure him and Casey Kasem have rotted out to the point that that's not going to work.
I'm Casey Kasem.
Okay,
uh,
so
again, this
JoJo
one.
Siwa too.
Well, So I was conflicted putting this one on there, but Miley Cyrus, because I she goes in these really significant swaths of annoyance to like pinnacles of greatness because she's a great musician. I'm never going to take that away from her. But whenever she's not singing, please come on, come on.
My problem is I wish I would have put on my side her dad
Billy
because
Ray.
he still needs to get punched in the face every single time we have to remember the words achy breaky heart.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now this next one for me is another music artist. Drives me nuts. My husband likes her. I don't get it. I don't get it. Shakira.
So why does she bug you?
I think it's her voice. I think it's the tax evasion. I don't know. I've never. She's never clicked with me as being a popular one. I don't dance to her music. I just. eh.
You dance? Oh God. Sorry to everybody that's ever had to watch Ryan dance.
Well, I shake that ass real good.
Okay, moving on.
Somebody else that can shake their ass real good. Judge Judy.
And this is the one that I wondered if she's still alive.
Ah, she is. I just saw because she just made a comment 2 days ago. That's how I knew she was alive.
Because she looked like she was in worse shape than Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah, she looks rough
She
now.
looked like she was in worse shape than Dianne Feinstein days before she died. So I wonder how she's clinging on.
You know, Dianne Feinstein's house is on the market here in DC.
Well, with that factoid, who's next on your list?
Charlie Sheen, a
And
guy
this is interesting because you picked both of the lead characters, one who replaced the other on Two and a Half Men.
I did, and that wasn't intentional. I used to love Charlie Sheen and like Hot Shots and the baseball one. Am I blanking all of a sudden?
Major Leagues.
Major League, like all that kind of
Wild
stuff.
Thing.
Loved all that stuff. And I'm gonna get hate for this. I didn't like Two and a Half Men.
It was hit or miss. There was some times where it was good, there was sometimes where it was bad. Near
I,
the end, it was more bad than it was good.
yeah, it was
And then
just.
they brought in Aston Kutcher, and it just took wilder swings.
But now the other one that's maybe a little before Charlie Sheen, I think. Ray Romano.
I don't
Never,
know.
never liked
I,
Ray Romano.
his own show named after him, he was horrible on. I mean,
Wait,
he has.
it was like he was trying to be his own version of Seinfeld. I always felt with a little bit more structure to the show, and I just never got it. I never
This,
understood it.
his acting ability is marginal at best. He
Yeah,
may have been a good comedian at one point, but he's not now, and he not wasn't while that show was on. So it's really weird seeing him like he played a character for part of an episode in The Office, and it was just an exaggeration of how bad of an actor he is.
yeah, yeah. I think that's every time I've seen him perform.
Yeah. Now,
Uh,
this next one you're going to get hate mail over, just so you're aware.
oh, I
Send all your hate mail to clowncollegeboy@gmail.com.
Helen Hunt.
Yep. Go ahead and explain why you hate Helen Hunt. This is like saying you hate Jodie Foster, just so you're aware.
To who?
To everybody in the United States, Helen Hunt is not a bad person. So tell us why you hate her.
Maybe I should keep it to myself.
But then why is she on your list?
I just never liked her. I just never liked her. That's all. I don't have it. She divorced Hank Azaria, who was in The Birdcage playing Agador Spartacus, and I don't know how you can divorce that man.
He was also in Mystery Men, and that's why you can divorce that man.
I just don't get it. I don't know.
He was on Friends, and he wasn't Hank Azaria on Friends.
What's your point? Leave Hank Azaria alone.
Okay, go to your next, or we're going to run out of time
My
here.
my final one. Tim Allen.
There's
Enough
no argument there.
enough said.
No, he's got that newer TV show that I think is on the CW. That
I hope
crappy network.
I hope it fails.
Yeah. He's one of those guys that if my foot was headed towards his nuts accidentally, by the time it got there, it would be purposely.
I didn't like Mad About You. Okay, there, I said it. Sorry.
He was on Mad About You.
No, going
Oh,
back to
Helen
Helen
Hunt
Hunt.
was.
Sorry.
I was wondering why Tim Allen all of a sudden came up with Mad About You. You're still mad about it.
Just I felt like I needed to say something. Just anyway, go ahead. Start with
Okay.
your list. Move past me.
So, yeah, so my list, and I don't know why this name just came to me. I don't have a specific reason why I hate this person. It's just in general hate ever since she was on that 70s show and then married Aston Kutcher, Mila
Oh.
Kunis.
Hmm.
Um, just she's just annoying as fuck. And if you've seen her on Extract, it's just another reason to hate her because she wrecked that movie.
Yeah, that movie could have been fantastic.
Yes. So Mila Kunis, sorry, but I'm making sure they put as much mascara in your eyes as possible.
Really
Um,
specific.
Now my wife would absolutely agree with me because she hates this band. So she would absolutely agree. I don't listen to anything. I purposely will avoid the couple of movies he's been in. Dave Matthews.
I actually agreed with this one. I've never liked him. He's probably one of the nicest people. Like everything I read about him, he's nice. His music's not bad, but I don't get him. I don't get his music. I trap for now. Fuck off.
Please don't do that again.
Grave digger, will you dig my grave?
I don't know how to make that work, so I'm just going to go to the one that is absolutely going to be the most controversial.
Yeah.
That's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I
Now,
don't mm-mm.
now here's the thing. I was conflicted in putting him in here because of Deadpool. I 2 days ago was wearing a Deadpool t-shirt.
Yeah.
I love the first Deadpool movie. I'm kind of ambivalent about the second one. I'm worried about the third one. But don't forget, he also played the Deadpool character in one of the X-Men movies and was horrible. He was in a movie with Sandra Bullock that was really annoying. Uh, he doesn't do it for me. I don't get it. And to top it all off, Green Lantern.
He's got a great name. He's also Canadian. Aren't you supposed to support your fellow Canadians?
No, there's 35 million of them. I don't have to support all of them.
Hmm. Next thing
So,
you probably hate Ryan Gosling too.
we will talk about that at a later time.
All the hot Canadians?
Going on to my next one. Speaking about that 70s show, Topher Grace.
Oh, I support this one fully. I think he's just terrible.
Yeah, I don't know what the redeeming value, what the attraction is on that. He just seems like an annoying nerd.
And not even a good nerd at that.
Yep. So, and to follow that up and realize he's still in a really good movie, and I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's with uh, Seth Green
Oh, without a
and
paddle.
Without a Paddle. Yeah, but it's Dak Shepard. I
Yeah.
mean, his TikToks with his wife, there's times that he's one of those guys that if he got himself a little bit too close to the sink, I'd hold his head underwater until the bubbles stopped. Ryan's
And
looking like, whoa, I just became an accomplice to a murder here.
but yeah.
No.
But no, it's interesting. I He's somebody even in Without a Paddle, which I agree is not a bad movie, has always annoyed the piss out of me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. It's just one of those guys that, he made it way farther in life than he was supposed to. There was a destiny for him, and he should be on that final destination trip right now, and he's not. So
Oh, I'm reading through ahead on some of yours. Oh man, we're gonna fight anyway. Go,
yes,
go
yes, and
ahead.
the next one's going to be the start of the fight. I've got a feeling
No,
because
no, no. You're okay on this one.
okay, because it's the ego himself, Alex Baldwin. Oh, sorry, Alec Baldwin. Why did I
Alec,
say
yeah.
Alex?
I don't know.
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah,
He just plays the same character in every single fucking movie. He
yeah,
has no range whatsoever.
no.
And if you've ever watched Mercury Rising, okay,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a Bruce Willis movie,
Yeah, it is.
um, which you wouldn't think would be good. He wrecks that movie.
And I never watched 30 Rock. I think that they could have probably had somebody cast more effectively than him.
Uh,
But
I never watched it either. I could not stand him whatsoever. But
yeah,
I've seen enough of the commercials to know he's still that exact same character.
yeah, but it's odd. Like you and I didn't talk about our list or anything like that. Like, but I agree with that and Dax Shepard and Topher Grace
And,
immediately. I'm just like, yep, I get that.
and now you're going to disagree with me on the next one, aren't you?
Nope.
No. Okay. So we've got another one to agree with here. Mr. Wrecked the ability to stop Thanos from getting rid of half the people in the galaxy, Chris Pratt.
I you
And
know
honestly, uh, besides his politics, because I'm not his politics.
no.
Okay, that's enough. But the character that he plays, okay, is way too much of him. There's some stuff from the bloopers in Parks and Rec that I
Yeah,
love that he did. Because
the comeback story.
the comeback story, the I just wipe and wipe and wipe,
It's like a
that one
marker.
gets me every time. Yes. But but that moment that he's talking to Thanos, that they almost have the glove off and he can't control himself as Star Lord long enough to let them save the fucking galaxy. I hate him for that. I can't get over that. It annoys me to no end.
For me, he's another actor that plays Chris Pratt in every film. Like, look at
Yeah.
his Jurassic Park stuff. There's just no range there, and I think like maybe he should actually try legit outright comedies because I don't think he's been in enough of those, and that might give him some redeeming grace. But he's really trying to go into this action hero thing, and it's working. Like people are buying the tickets, so it's like you and I are probably on an island here, but I'm with you on this one.
I watch Guardians of the Galaxy in spite of him.
Mm,
Mm. And
mm.
what's that movie with Angelina Jolie and uh God, where she drives the car sideways, walks out of the car shooting.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
No, the one that has Chris Pratt in it just for a minute while he was still fat.
Oh,
Okay. Anyways, there's a movie
oh,
out there, but
Gone in 60 Seconds.
no,
Oh. Tomb Raider? Mm.
no, you're now we're gonna have to look this up. He's
Oh,
right. I
man.
was just gonna move on from this, but we've got to look this up because it's a James McAvoy movie.
Oh,
Uh,
I can't spell McAvoy. Movies. Oh, Wanted.
Wanted. That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Sorry you heard me typing there. I was trying to figure out what it is. I
yeah.
mean, you see the fat Chris Pratt in that, and he's still that annoying motherfucker in that movie. So, anyways, now that we wasted a whole bunch of time just trying to find out one movie that Chris Pratt was in, we're going to go to the weakest Avenger, Robert Downey Jr.
Wait, you brought back more than one from Celebrity Cage Match.
Yes, I did, but you're wrecking things for down lower. So just
I didn't tell who.
yeah, I know. Just we want people to be surprised, but I just ever since I think the breaking point for me was when he did the Sherlock Holmes movies. I thought he was so fucking arrogant in those movies, thinking
Yeah,
that he could play that character.
yeah, yeah. He was
Um,
very arrogant.
and even watching the early movies, had forgotten that he was in the Incredible Hulk at the very end when he meets Nick Fury. Okay, I was surprised. Oh, sorry, no, he meets Thunderbolt Ross. Sorry,
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot that he was in there, and even at that moment, I still wanted to wrap my hands around his neck so he would stop speaking.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, yeah. I think
yeah,
I don't know who else I would have put as Iron Man, though. I will say that.
I don't know. I would have liked to see who they could have tried.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's just hard to think of anyone different, and that's, I guess,
Yeah.
good casting on their behalf.
Yeah. And that goes to my next person who I hate having on this list, but I have to have on this
I
list,
don't
even
get it.
though he's in my favorite movie. He is the only Batman to me, Christian Bale. Um,
But why is he on your list then?
because those movies were amazing because of Christopher Nolan and his ability to be able to direct those movies. Christian Bale did an amazing job, but everything else that I've seen Christian Bale in is just not noteworthy to me. Brian's got this face like we're about to fight.
I don't get it. Like, the machinist is fantastic. I mean,
Didn't do it for me. Not Gattaca. What was the other one? What was the one that he was in?
no, that's with
Um, yeah, I'm trying to remember, but he just it's not memorable to me. He was in the last what you call it Thor movie, and again, I just the movie was good in spite of him.
yeah, but like, I mean, he was in like Empire of the Sun. Uh, fuck,
Didn't do it for me.
trying to think of the one that I fucking loved him in. American Psycho. There we go. Jesus.
Didn't like him. Yeah, I
Great.
know. It's
Equilibrium. That was the great one.
didn't like him in it.
Oh man.
Yeah. So speaking of Batman, I got another one here, and this one is because of Batman.
Now I don't even know what you're talking about.
Michael Keaton.
I don't get this one at all. I
Um,
hope he wins it all.
so Michael Keaton to me, the only movie that he ever did that I liked was Multiplicity, and
What
that's because
about Birdman or Beetlejuice?
I hate Beetlejuice. It's not my type of movie.
Oh,
And Birdman, the Spider-Man movie that he was in, uh,
the
um,
McDonald's one where he played the McDonald. That was recent, but he was really good in it.
where he played Ray Kroc.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I watched that. I mean, he made me want to hate him more with that movie. Now realize he probably did a really good job on that one because Ray Kroc is somebody that everybody should hate for what he did to those guys out of I believe it was California. But but I just don't like him. Multiplicity was the only movie that I ever liked for two reasons. First of all, there's don't make a clone of a clone, which is a great line, because then later on they're showing him shaving the clone of a clone is shaving his tongue. And they said, don't worry, we took the blades out.
I,
Okay, it just there's some it's stupid, but it's a really good movie. He was also in that Jack Frost set of movies, and it was just horrible.
but I just he was in like Much to Do About Nothing. Like, I mean, there.
Yeah, can't do it. So moving on. Halle Berry. I seem to be on a Batman kick with Catwoman here. Um,
Yeah, but I am with you on this one. I've never really understood the draw to Holly Berry, and I think she was a bad storm.
that's what I was just gonna say. Storm in the X Men is the reason why I don't like her. She was not a good Storm whatsoever. I mean, there's not a lot you could do with that character because that character was a little bit limited, but she did not in any way make that character grow on me whatsoever.
No, no, I fully support that. And she was in that one. What was it with John Travolta? Swordfish.
Swordfish.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the next one is going to get me some significant hate mail.
hmm
Um,
hmm
and this is difficult because
hmm
when my wife hears this, my life will end.
You have a chance to change it if you want.
I'm not changing it. I'm going with it because I am not a Swiftie and Taylor doesn't do it for me. And the amount of time we talk about Taylor Swift in our society right now is just unbelievable to me. I know she does some good stuff, but to me, every single one of her songs sounds the same. It's the same background music, it's the same tempo, it's the same pity me because I make bad life decisions. And I realize that women everywhere understand every single one of those life decisions. I've probably been that bad life decision for women before, but I just can't get into it. I just can't.
Oh,
And hearing about her and Travis Kelsey pretty much nonstop when all they really need to do is go live their lives together. I'd be fine if that's what they did, but we hear way too much about Taylor Swift, who is a one draw act to me.
I kinda wish you would have finished how you missaid her name and called her Toyota Swift. Uh, I don't know why. In my brain, that's really good.
So, and now we go to one that Ryan, when he did see the list and he got down here, he fully agreed with. Jake Paul's brother, Logan Paul.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
I would love it if Jake Paul gets his ass beat. Logan comes into the ring to try to protect him, and Mike Tyson bites his ear off. It would be the perfect ending to that fight.
It's gonna be interesting if being that we put them on opposite teams.
Yeah. How the brothers fare on
Mhm.
opposite teams. Yeah. Well, AI is going to take care of the fight for or the game for us,
Oh,
so
yeah,
we're not going to have any control over this.
we did
But
leave
we'll
that
see
out.
what ends up happening. But keeping us going here, next on my list is Oscar De La Hoya. I've just never liked him.
I don't
I,
know. I don't know about this one for you, but
I used to watch boxing. I used to watch MMA when he was big, and it just he is to me. And the fact that everybody else had such love for him just made him more to me.
I thought you would have
Uh,
gone for, like, Floyd Merriweather.
now, I cannot tell you why. It's just Oscar De La Hoya is not on my. If there was a bus coming and all I had to say was Oscar to avoid the bus hitting him, I'd go down the street and get some ice cream. So,
And sorry, Floyd Mayweather. I mispronounced it.
what did you say?
Merriweather.
Meriwether, yes, you did. Yeah. Okay, so now my question is going to be, what's your reaction going to be to this one? Because the Rush Hour maniac himself, Chris Tucker, the mouth that just can't shut up, even though he was amazing in Fifth Element, everything else that he's been in, he annoys
Y
me.
yes. That's all I can say. I only like him in Fifth Element. Everything else, goodbye.
And you like him in Fifth Element because you hate him in Fifth Element. That's the weird part about the character that he plays there is he's kind of over the top and you wish he would just shut up, but
Mhm.
him not shutting up is part of his allure in that movie that does not work in any other movie he was in.
And his scream in that movie is hilarious. Like,
Yes.
I can't help but laugh at that. I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
really good.
But
But
Bruce
everything
Willis
else,
made that movie. Let's just be clear. It was not Chris Tucker that made
I
that
might
movie.
need to watch that again. It's been a minute. I
Uh,
know that holds up today.
yeah, I've watched it at least once a year for a number of years. So
Yeah, that's a great film.
they used to play it on TBS all the time, so I would just you get sucked into it. Speaking about sucking, we have another Friends cast member here, but this is a more permanent member. This is Lisa Kudrow, and I realized she played a character as Phoebe, but that there's some times where somebody cannot outlive the character they played, and she will always be Phoebe. And Phoebe was the annoying one out of um, the
Y-
Friends cast.
Yeah, yeah.
And you had her on your list at number 26 when we pared this down to 25. So I just immediately grabbed it when it became available because she had to be on the list, right next to the other amazingly annoying idiot, David Schwimmer.
Yeah.
And David Schwimmer was okay in Friends. His Band of Brothers that I hate him.
Okay, I was hoping you were going to say that because that was a miscast. Miscast whoever did that. Poor job HBO or whatever whoever put that on.
I don't know. Maybe he wanted to be hated. But you look at pictures of him now, and he's had so much plastic surgery, he's starting to look like Robert Kardashian. Okay, it's just he just you I'm viscerally angry right now at having to talk this long about David Schwimmer.
It's not good. It's not good.
So, and then the person that everybody universally loves to hate, Roseanne Barr.
Oh, fuck her. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I don't
But
think we have to say any more about her. Just fuck Roseanne Barr.
I'll
Yep,
leave.
let's do it.
Yep. Yep.
Now, the guy that had, as much as Ray Romano doesn't have acting talent, okay, the next guy on my list is not an actor and he's not a comedian.
Nope.
Okay, I don't know how he got as far on TV as he did, but it is Drew Carey, the most talentless person that has ever been on TV.
And how did he get the Price is Right gig? Like, who was like, "Yep, that's the guy
Uh,
to replace Bob Barker"?
you
Come
even
on.
you even watch him on Whose Line Is It Anyways, and he was always the weakest link. Whenever they do a hoedown, he was always had the worst lines. And a lot of that was scripted. They
Sure.
pre-rehearsed it and that sort of stuff. And he still couldn't get it right. The only thing he was good at was hitting that buzzer, and that's it.
Yep.
So
I fully agree with this.
now, speaking of visceral reactions, I can feel the bile coming up in the back of my throat, even mentioning this man. You said there was previously people that had been on the celebrity cage match list that I included here with purpose. It is the Don that wants to con. It is Donnie Two Scoops. It is Donald Trump, who gleefully was beaten up by Oprah in Celebrity Cage Match.
I will say he still to this day had the best AI beatdown
Yes.
we of any the whole season, or yeah, we'll call it season.
Go play with your Legos, Donald.
Yeah.
That was the best line ever. So, then we have the Sperminator, Nick Cannon.
Oh
I
my
was
god.
waiting to see what your reaction was going to be to that. Doesn't he have like 17 children right now?
It's I think it's 15. I don't think you're actually far off. It's a lot
Uh,
of kids.
yeah, and I mean, when you have to go buy a long bus because all your kids don't fit on the short bus anymore, it's time to stop having fucking kids. Listen to that, Elon.
Yeah, I heard he was like
12. He's up to 12 now.
yeah, I just heard that today.
He's
That's
just inseminating people all over the planet. I mean, the football players, I get it. These women, they want the next great football player. And what's the way to do that? Sleep with a great football player. Okay, the genes may be there to be able to make it happen. But what is Nick Cannon offering at this point besides child support?
I guess he's got a good TV hosting gig in the Mass Singer, but I don't know how much
Uh,
he makes. I mean, I don't know.
well, the next guy on my list does not have to worry about women wanting to sleep with him because he's just untouchable at this point. James Spader.
Yeah, I didn't understand this one. What I'm ambivalent to him, to be fair.
Robert California.
That alone got you that bad?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
I just, his entire character in The Office as Robert California didn't just annoy me. We don't watch that season because of him. Season
Wow.
8 is off limits because of James Spader.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And then thinking of him, I automatically went to the next person that nobody would ever sleep with on the list. It was David Spade. It just happened Spader and Spade. It got me thinking about that because he's one of those guys I would have put, oh God, Adam Sandler on my list, but Dave Spade belonged in the list before Adam Sandler did.
You know,
I I thought about that one and about the next guy who is the ultimate Adam Sandler Klingon, Rob Schneider.
yeah,
Between the two of them, I couldn't get rid of one of them to put Adam Sandler.
it's interesting. Like David Spade, I always have like a level of affinity for him because not because of Black Sheep, but because of Tommy Boy.
But grown-ups,
I never saw it. I never
oh,
saw it.
don't see any of them. Just
But
no.
I, I have. I'll admit this. I have through Audible. We're not sponsored. It's just a free plug. Did listen to both of David Spade's books
Yeah.
because I didn't know anything about his life, and I don't know why I cared to learn more, but I know a little bit.
And did you learn your lesson?
Yes. Now,
And
Rob
then
Schneider, what his daughter is the X's and O's lady.
I
Uh,
don't know.
the X's, the O's, they haunt me. That one. I think
I
that's his.
don't know.
Oh,
I don't care. Rob Schneider is a despicable human being.
you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, his claim to fame is Deuce Bigelow. That
Yeah,
should say it for everybody.
yeah,
That's just
that was a
it
terrible
is.
movie. Yeah, go ahead.
But there's somebody less
You
likable than Rob Schneider. I
you
picked the
say
best for last.
this is maybe the one I hate the most.
Yes, this is a man that spray painted hair on his head to go onto a cable news network news show. This is a man that authored the Trump era rule of separating kids and putting them in cages when they came across the border with
Yep.
their parents illegally. Stephen Miller.
Piece of shit.
No, calling him a piece of shit is insultive to pieces of shit. Okay, he is the soggy, half diarrhea, half shit, just piece of watery excrement that comes out of an elephant's ass after the elephant dies and everything is pushed out because they push a garden hose down the elephant's throat to flush it all out before they carve it open. That's how little I think of Stephen Miller.
That was so graphic.
Yes, I went as graphic as I possibly could because that's how little I think of Stephen Miller. I want him in a cage. Let him get some of his own medicine. Don't let him have any spray on hair
So graphic.
anymore. Yes.
So graphic.
So, what we have is we have a list of 50 celebrities. Some of
Yep.
them A list all the way down to no list.
And
Um,
we'll start next week's episode with the red light, green light with all 50 celebrities. So, and we'll see what AI does with that premise.
So what we're going to do is for the next week, you'll be able to go to repressedhumorissues.com and you'll be able to leave us, we'll set up a quick little form that you'll be able to just say, this is who I think is going to make it all the way through. Okay, we're looking for one winner and we will not accept multiple entries. If you send in multiple entries, your first entry is the only one that counts. So use fake names.
Yeah. Use as many emails as you can.
Yes. You, but if you use the same email address, you're too stupid to get to what I just said. Which, if you're
uh,
still listening at this point, you're probably that stupid.
what was that TikTok that you sent me, the Australian ones telling dad jokes? What did they say?
Oh, uh, how do you make an idiot say how?
You're right. Yeah, that was so
Yeah,
good. That was so
and the guy
good.
just immediately responds how.
Yeah, it was so good. I
Yeah,
I'll be honest, I didn't open that until like 11:30 last night. I stayed up for a proper 30 minutes watching their clips. Holy
yes,
shit, those are good.
yeah. Some of them. One of my favorites is how do terrorists feed their children?
I heard
Here
that one.
comes the airplane.
So wrong. So wrong,
Yes.
but for
So,
whatever reason when an Australian delivers it, it's just better.
New Zealander. They're all
Oh,
New
was it?
Zealand.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, even better. They have a great
Yeah.
sense of humor. But
Okay,
so
so
next week
here's the
we'll do
structure.
the yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the structure of this is we will put everybody's name into AI and we'll have AI write out what's going to happen, who makes it and who doesn't, how they made it and how they didn't. So that's going to be our next episode. So you have to get in your guesses for who's going to win this before next week's episode airs. Anything after that, you're cheating because we'll have already lost some of the celebrities and we're not letting anybody cheat. So get your entries in at repressedhumorissues.com. If you go to top 10 lists, you'll see where our list of celebrities are, and from there you'll be able to submit the form.
Yep. And we want to hear everything from you all. So definitely please weigh in. It's going to be curious. I think it'd be cool to show how many people voted for which celebrity.
Yeah, everybody's got to have somebody they hate on this list. This list is too diverse for you not to hate somebody to the infinite amount.
There's got to be one. One.
Yeah, and please, everybody, don't just vote Stephen Miller. Nah, go ahead.
Or Steven Seagal. That one works too.
Yeah, the beginning and the end. Wow, we capped that off well.
But
Okay, Ryan, get us out of this hellhole we're in.
yeah. No, so thank you all for joining us for another episode of Repressed Humor Issues. Really excited to kick off Squirt Game next week. As Dan mentioned, go to repressedhumorissues.com to submit directly the winner that you want to see win, I guess. I don't know. Well, that could be polarizing too. But either way, we want to hear from you. And on that note, I am Countless Werthers, melted in my pocket, aka Ryan.
Yeah, try have fun getting those out of your pocket. And I'm Robin Banks. How to get rich quick, Dan.
Well, maybe you'll get that whole phraseology out of your mouth a lot faster next time.
Oh, fuck you, Ryan.
But thank you again, everyone, for listening, and we will talk to you next time. Now, I do have a double header for Gay Cornhole League tomorrow, which there's a double entendre there.
Oh, I know. And thank God I kept recording this.
Fuck.
Yep. I
Well,
knew if I kept you talking, I'd get you there somewhere. Wow. That's what she said.
so stupid. God damn it.
And now I can hit stop.
Oh.